Hey, what's up, Street Talks? This is Eric from the Eric Street Photography blog. So, kind of a rainy day here in Kyoto. I want to just go on a walk with you and share some random thoughts on my mind. So the first thought of today is, it doesn't matter what camera you shoot with, because regardless of how good or bad your camera is, you're essentially going to get accustomed to it, which psychologists, they call this hedonic adaptation slash treadmill. So hedonism is like the feeling of pleasure, and adaptation is just meaning that no matter how good or bad something is, you're sooner or later going to get used to it. So the reason they call it a treadmill is that in order for you to keep getting the bump of increased pleasure, you got to keep up with the treadmill and keep speeding up and keep going and keep going. So practical ways to think about this and to apply this principle is that no matter how good or bad your camera is, you're going to get used to it sooner or later. So I pretty much shot with all the expensive cameras out there, ranging from, you know, phones to point and shoots to micro four thirds, APS-C, DSLRs, digital Leicas, digital medium formats, blah blah. And what I've actually realized in my life is no matter how good the camera is, you're sooner or later going to get used to it. So for example, my dream in street photography was to own a Leica, specifically a digital Leica M9, and for months and like years I'd fantasized about it, and of course, you know, $7,000 for a digital camera was totally out of range for me. And then finally one day, you know, I got a job, saved a bunch of money, got laid off, sold my stock options, bought the digital Leica, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna be so happy for the rest of my life, and so happy and fulfilled, and I'll never be able to beat this feeling ever again. But after the first month was like awesome, but after the first month, you sooner or later just kind of get used to it, and it's not as exciting as it once was. And then I kind of had this epiphany, was no matter, you know, how much money you earn, no matter how good your phone is, your car is, your laptop, your tablet, your lifestyle, your home, whatever, you're sooner or later going to get used to it. And to me, this is kind of a good positive thing, because it means as photographers, no matter how good or bad our camera is, we're going to get used to it. So to me, logically, what makes sense is to opt to get the cheaper, quote-unquote, crappier camera. So my practical recommendations, like the $600 Ricoh GR version 2 is probably the best bang for the buck camera out there. Or even right now, I'm even recording this on the Lumix LX100, which I've been using to shoot because my Ricoh GR2 died. I went to Big Camera recently in Japan, and it's like a fucking bajillion cameras out there. And part of me, I was like, oh, okay, I'm kind of excited, you know, I get to upgrade my camera. But then I looked at all the cameras, and they all kind of like, I mean, they're all really good and exciting, whatever, but then they're all so much more similar than dissimilar. And I wasn't really excited for any camera out there, to be honest. And honestly, at the end of the day, all the digital cameras out there, they're all the same. They're just like boxes with a sensor and a lens, and you just push a button and you make a photo. So what I've actually discovered, and this is just such a simple thing, is to be a happier, more productive, inspired photographer, just walk around more. Like even earlier today, I woke up pretty early, like 6:30-ish, and by around 8 o'clock I was getting antsy, and I was like, oh, you know, maybe I should start reading more blogs or whatever. But actually, I was like, shit, I should just go on a walk. So I just kind of realized, maybe for photographers, for us, if we want to be happier, maybe we should spend more money on shoes, like, or anything that encourages us to walk more, to get out of the house more, to be more mobile, to be more active, to be less sedentary. Because inevitably, the more you walk, and assuming you have your camera with you, so I'd recommend using, you know, a neck strap or whatever. I'd recommend just go on Amazon, search Eric Kim neck strap or Eric Kim Henri, and anything that allows you to walk more, the more you walk, the more photo opportunities you'll see, the more people you see, the more inspired you'll be, and the more you'll shoot. And the more you shoot, the happier you're gonna be, and the more opportunities you see, you're gonna get you're gonna live a more exciting, interesting, fulfilled life. And I think we often make the mistake that we think that, oh, you know, the best way to get Coco inspired is to buy a new camera, a new lens to unlock our creativity, or oh, if I just buy the newest iPhone with the newest camera, you know, then suddenly I'll feel more inspired to take more photos. No, just like make the best use of the camera you already have, and even though the image quality might be a little bit shittier, that's okay too. Like, I would actually recommend using presets and filters like VSCO is awesome, or if you use Lightroom, you know, obviously there's a lot of free Lightrooms. Just Google AirCam presets, a bunch of presets you can apply to your RAW files, or you could even use Silver Effects Pro or Nick. They have a free selection that is available via Google now. And so there's so many opportunities for you to even use crappier image quality. So even on the Lumix LX100, I just been shooting JPEG and processing it with the Visco mobile presets, and I really like the way it looks. And so just kind of keep it simple, just kind of realize that, once again, don't daydream and fantasize about getting some super expensive brand new camera, because it's not really going to help unlock any sort of inspiration or motivation or creativity within you. I'd rather say save the money, use that money to buy experiences, to buy more travel, attend photography workshops, buy books, you know, buying a good pair of walking shoes, and anything that allows you to walk more, to shoot more, is actually going to make you a lot more happier and fulfilled in your photography in life. I mean, even if you have like a boring office job, probably one of the best ways to get inspired more is just, and you know, I used to even do this when I worked my old office job, is that I would just go on walking lunch breaks, just walk around the block with the camera and just snap a few photos. And of course I didn't always make good photos, but at least I enjoyed the walk. And that's another way to get motivation in photography and life, is that detach yourself from the process of expecting to make good photos all the time. Just go on the walk with the camera on your neck for the sake of the walk itself, because, you know, even for mental well-being, humans are bipeds and we're programmed by our DNA to walk. And I think it's actually my theory that if we don't walk enough, that's actually what causes a lot of our depression, mental anxiety, and stress. So yeah, so to be happier, just to just move around more. My personal recommendation, this is actually what motivates me to walk more, is I just go coffee shop hunting. So I'll just open up Google Maps and I'll try to find a cool hipster coffee shop somewhat close to my house, and then like even right now I'm on my way to a coffee shop. So it just kind of gives me an excuse, or kind of a basic destination to go to. So do more lunch breaks, walk around with your camera more. Whenever possible, walk to work or try to commute more to work via public transport. Just keep your camera on your neck, or just use your phone, just whatever is simplest, and anything that's less friction for your photography in life, the better. So opt for a smaller camera, pocketable camera, something that fits in your front pocket. And even, yeah, like even after work, rather than maybe immediately going home and watching Netflix, just walk around your block at your office for like about 30 minutes, or even go to the mall, stay out more. And sometimes we don't like to spend too much time out, or going to coffee shops and restaurants, whatever, or bars, because we feel guilty of spending money. But I'm like, my suggestion is anything that helps us be more social, anything that puts us in social situations which allows us to make more photos, is a good thing. So treat that like an investment for your photography. So like, for example, you spending $600 to go to hipster coffee shops for several months and make more photos and feel inspired is better investment than you buying a new lens or a new camera. So think about that. So essentially the way to sum it up is spend more of your money on experiences and education rather than cameras and equipment, or like I like to say, buy books, not gear. All right, thanks a lot for watching, guys. I'm gonna make sure I don't get run over. snap a few photos, get an espresso, and head back to the apartment. Peace out.